It's time for some carbon-based gaming.
Should mind my step.
Dad doesn't have any hair.
I simply must have it.
Let's see what this does. I should speak up.
Mark my words. The Night Song is mine. With or without your help, she will ascend to her grand fate here, in this tower. You can get very rich along the way, or let someone else take what is rightfully yours. Choose wisely.
He would seek the power of gods for the pettiest of reasons, his own gratification. At least I seek them for the better of all.
What's that? I didn't quite catch the words, but the insolent tone was clear enough.
Pitying, not insolent. You chase one power without knowing an even greater one lies within my reach. The crown of Karsus. Once we acquire it, your ambitions will be dwarfed. I'll be able to stand against Mystra and wrest her powers from her for the betterment of all.
The crown of Karsus? Nonsense. Even if it still existed, you couldn't possibly handle its power.
Perhaps you could not. But Netheril's power is in my blood. And Mystra? I know her in ways that most mortals can only dream of.
Ah. So it is you. Mistra's discarded lapdog. And now you think your bark is cause to make me tremble?
There is no need for me to bark. My actions will speak for themselves. In time.
Then go. Act. I'll open a fine vintage in your name, once word of your failure reaches me. Mark my words. The Knights... You can get very rich along...
You'll bring him the Night Song, won't you? He'll be so very pleased, so very happy if his plans materialize.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you? Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aylin? Let them come, and let them find me. Dame Aylin will strike down any who seek to bring her to harm's home. Yet, it is better to cut off the head of the snake than to let its slithering snakelings swarm us unabated. This wizard must be held to account. I will wring his neck until he's dead. Oh. No, his end will be one more strand in the great braid of our friendship.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts. All the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to the Slaroakan right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me. What have we here? A magician in a tower, hiding away from the frightening world. What are you so scared of, Magus? Not the Night Song, surely? Why, she's nothing but a relic to be purchased and pursued.
My God. The Night Song is a person.
At last. There you are, my dear.
You will address me with due deference. I am Dame Aylin. And you are a whelp without honor, without pride, with nothing but a tower full of trinkets.
Oh, my apologies, Dame Aylin. I meant no disrespect. I asked our mutual friend here to make an introduction that I might get to meet the famed daughter of Selûne. Forgive me for that impudence. Perhaps our friend can bridge the gap and do what I believe they came here to do?
My steel-hearted friend speaks true. Give me one good reason, Magus, why I should not strike you down where you stand.
Dame Aylin, I have discovered a device that would allow your immortality to be shared. It would cause you no harm, no pain of any kind. You serve your mother Selûne, I believe. She who has blessed our realm with so many gifts. Honor her by sharing yours.
You dare to threaten me with the same magic that held me in torment for 100 years? You do not seek to share my gifts. You seek to poach them.
I had hoped to appeal to your better nature. Perhaps I overestimated you. No bother. I have an arsenal of implements capable of convincing you to see reason. A pity you didn't prove a more reliable ally. You could have reaped the rewards of my good favor. I'd hoped you to keep an open mind, but it seems you're determined to make this as difficult as possible.
Master, let us show these amateurs the price they pay for challenging real wizards.
I have great plans for you, Dame Aylin. And if you will not go quietly, then you'll go kicking and screaming.
Magicians and their plans for Dame Aylin. Predictable, sadistic, flaccid.
Myrmidons! Imperatum!
On the move.
Victory is assured.
Onward.
Can't even catch my breath.
Some healing?
And away I go. I need healing.
Talk to me. Take two.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Ferio! Tormentus!
No choice but to keep going. All right then.
Emperor Timothy!
These boots have seen everything.
Concentrate.
swift as my feet can carry me.
Respite does wonders.
The Firehead fool is dead. Yet as I stare upon his corpse, I feel... sadness. Why? A gripping in the chest. As though I'd lost someone. Something. Paladin's fatigue, no doubt. You were excellent in battle, as is your way. And I am proud to fight at your side. I will catch my breath, then to camp I will bring my bones. Moon Maiden be with you. Come on, let's go!
Let me work my magic.
The corpse does not respond.
Still breathing, despite everything. Can't slow down. What's in here?
Direct me.
Still alive. So that's progress. Very well.
anything of use?
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
I'd love to, thanks.
No one stopped me yet. These boots have seen everything. I'll give it a shot.
You've been caught trespassing. Again.
Open up.
Seek and you shall find me.
Corpse seems willing to speak, but not to its killer.
Let's move. At the ready. Seems like a good moment to talk.
I will return to camp shortly. I just need a moment to...
How delightful! Simply must have it.
Can't just go guffing up your customers. Welcome, dear patron, to Sorceress Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Lorroakan, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the Night Song, say Night Song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other. You're sure to find what you're looking for. Please come again soon.
At the ready. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
You might want to be careful. I've heard it.
Don't waste a step.
Calm down, Biter. You're louder than the fireworks.
Yes?
Dangerous adventurers infiltrate the city and threaten civilian safety. Murderers entering our streets.
Soldier.
There is work to do.
I see it, sweetie. Stand up. You're slouching.
Calm down, Biter. You're louder than the
Excellent
fire.
choice.
Making me sweat.
Can't give up now. Can't slow down.
Interference with flaming fist property will be dealt with swiftly and hard.
How are we gonna support ourselves, huh?
What's up for discussion?
Don't fancy my cause being associated with...
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Come on, sling your oak.
Stormshore Tabernacle.
Of the absolute
Mistress
heretics.
Likeness.
Bless them
It's
with
been
the
some time
strength
since
to
I stood
endure
before her in a place like
and
this.
the courage to resist. So may it be.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares. Welcome back, child of faith. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
I wonder what the next move is.
Depredations of the Absolute.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Oh, I have the magic touch. Let's give this a try.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Go on then, Gale. We'll be here waiting for you when you're finished.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm gonna have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone. Mystra's forgiveness? If you want me to claim the crown of Karsus, she'll hardly be in a forgiving mood after that. I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 Dragon Ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
Can't give up now.
The Karsite Weave. I had no idea. Do you realize what this means? The orb is no stray piece of ordinary magic. It is something entirely different. The nascent form of a new, divine power. Of course, I couldn't control it. I was mortal. But once I reforge the crown, the power of a god will be mine to command. The orb will answer to me. Slim to none, I hope. Mystra has no right to prevent another ascending to the Pantheon. Only Ao can decide that. Let me assure you, Karsite Weave has no more inherent evil to it than a child in the womb, or an axe half forged on the blacksmith's anvil. It is a tool, ready to be shaped by its wielder, by me. And you know me to be someone of reasonably sound moral judgment, don't you? Gods! It's refreshing to share the company of someone who sees things the same way I do. All we need to do is stay focused on the task at hand. Defeating that Elder Brain. After that, you can leave the rest to me.
Can't afford to stay idle. Let's see. Selûne.
You feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Selûne welcomes you. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright. As a moon-bathed cleric, this is your moment to bask in her lunar light and imbue your spirit with her majesty and grace. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required.
I'll go this way. Just check for anything useful.
We stand with you and for you.
Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute.
Feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Selûne welcomes you. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright." As a moon-bathed cleric, this is your moment to bask in her lunar light and imbue your spirit with her majesty and grace.
No one back home will ever believe this.